So Joel Brown joins me now. Joel, just tell the story of that day and the events that led up to that woman assaulting you, spitting on you.
For sure, Owen. It's great to be back, by the way. I actually didn't expect to be back so soon, but nonetheless.
Oh my gosh, wait a second. Joel, hold on. I forgot you've been on before. What was it you were on for before?
Back in August, actually, I was on when that leftist bit my microphone at the Drag Queen Story Hour.
Oh my gosh. Let's give Joel Brown a round of applause. Joel Brown, a fearless patriot out there. He's getting his microphone bit. They're spitting on him. Joel, you're in a rare class, my friend. All right, so tell the story.
I appreciate it, man. Well, basically what happened was there was a huge event going on in Orlando here. It was the Come Out with Pride parade. Lots of people, like tens of thousands of people. I had went, and it was just tons of screaming, lots of music, lots of loud noise. Basically what ended up happening was I was walking down on the sidewalk, and there was a huge parade going on, floats, people walking, all sorts of stuff. And I was trying to find my way in, and I was like, okay, well, I kind of want to, infiltrate the parade and kind of just walk down in the MAGA hat, And I'm like, okay, so I found my opening. There was one part where I was able to just walk onto the street. So I did that. And then I just started walking down. I was yelling, yeah, Donald Trump, yeah, go Trump, da, 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 da. And I had people flicking me off, booing me, saying, F Donald Trump, lots of profanity. Basically what ended up happening, though, was I had gone up to these group of women, and because they were one of the people screaming the profanity at me. So I went up to them, and there was only one of them, the woman in the white tank top. She was the one that I was she was the only one I was conversing with, the only one actually willing to talk. We had the courage, I guess. So we're talking. Keep in mind, though, the funniest part about this whole thing is that we weren't even talking about his politics. I asked to name something that she really despises about him, and the first thing she mentioned, and the only thing actually, was his comments on grabbing women by the you-know-what. And I was kind of just like, okay, well, can you explain to me a little bit more why that bothers you, and maybe we can talk about it. I was basically telling her it was taken out of context, essentially like when you're a rich, powerful man like Donald Trump, a lot of times, especially in Hollywood, where there are sexual deviants, they let you do that type of stuff. It's just a fact. That's true. I wasn't trying to be controversial by saying that.
But let's be clear, because it's not even that they let you do this. That's kind of like they like to demonize it when you say that. Really, here's the reality. They teach this in psychology. Women are attracted to resources, aka women like men that have wealth, money. It's not a secret. And it's also not a secret that these people don't really care about protecting women from men or whatever it is. I mean, I'm pretty sure that you have female rap stars like Cardi B that rap all the time, about looking for the rich man to take advantage of them or whatever. Or of course, Cardi B just drugs men and takes advantage of them and steals from them too. So it's just this pick and choosing when it's right and when it's wrong culturally, for someone to objectify a woman, or for a woman to approach a man if he's rich, or like a woman because he's rich, or no, he's not allowed to be with a woman because he's rich. They're just selecting. It's really just because they hate Trump. Again, no one's endorsing the comments or the notion that anybody can do that. It's just, this is locker room talk. He's just making a point about how women like rich men. He happens to be a billionaire, and how sometimes it's fun. And so they're having a funny conversation, laughing about it. And then 20 years later, here's the tape, and the media makes a big deal of it.
That's precisely it. And you actually kind of hit the nail on the head with the whole Cardi B thing. Isn't it funny, though? They love to hate on Donald Trump. Meanwhile, Cardi B is one of the biggest cultural icons for whatever reason right now. And it's just like, what goes on in the minds of these people? I mean, just
no,
pure
Joel, don't you know?
Man.
It's not about having a big brain. It's about having a big butt.
I know, man. I mean, how else are you going to get around, right? I mean, seriously, these people are deranged, man. And what basically, as I'm trying to put this into perspective to this woman here, keep in mind, by the way, this woman is seething. I actually, nobody has seen the other footage, because I'm going to be posting that on my YouTube channel at Ultimate Killstorm. Check that out when that's up. But she was screaming her head off beforehand. I mean, she was so angry, she actually dropped her cell phone, and I was like, whoa, you just dropped your phone. And she's like, I don't care. And she didn't even bother picking it up. Her friend had to pick it up for her. She was just so livid, man. So basically we're arguing. This is where the clip comes in, where I'm trying to put the whole comment into perspective. And then all of a sudden, and I wish I had gotten her actually spitting on me, but of course I didn't expect it. So I just feel like liquid on my hand, and I'm like, what the hell? I look over to my right, and I see this woman, the obese leftist, that was just standing there with super smug face, flicking me off. And I'm just like, are you serious? Like, you just spit on me? No response, no comment, because they're cowards. They like to assault people and they don't want to talk. And it's so funny because as I'm calling this woman out for spitting on me, the woman that we're looking at on the screen right now with the glasses, she's just like still yelling, going crazy, like, why aren't you paying attention to me? Pay attention to me. And I'm just like, I just got spit on, for God's sake. And you know, one of the other funny parts about this is that, have you noticed at these events, notice how there's a huge crowd of people around. They have their phones out. They love to be vocal about being against people like me. However, when I'm the one that gets assaulted or when you get assaulted, crickets everywhere. They don't have anything to say
you know
after
Let's
that.
actually talk about that on the other side of this break. But you're a college student, right?
I'm actually not. I'm actually a college dropout, believe it or not.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know, because I know you're college age. I guess that's what I meant. Not you're young. What are you, like 20, 22?
23.
23? Okay, yeah. Man, that's so great. I love the political activism you're engaged in. I forgot you've been on the show before. This is hilarious. So, again, folks, Joel Brown, Ultimate Killstorm YouTube channel. We'll be right back. He gets spit on. He gets spit on at a gay pride parade. You know, oh, man, I just went into dark places. Maybe they were spitting on you for other reasons, but you know what? That's a sick joke. I take it back. Man, I'll tell you, people like Joel Brown really inspire me. I wish I was politically active when I was 23. It wasn't until I was about 24 or 25, so almost when I was that young, but not quite. I was still, if I was getting spit on, it's probably because I was at the bar and the guy next to me was so drunk, you know, started like just spitting or vomiting or something. Yeah. But not Joel Brown. He's out there getting spat on by a gay pride activist because they just don't like him, I guess, because he's a Trump supporter. So that's what you get now. Joel, get into what you were saying at the end of that last segment. There's your YouTube channel, Ultimate Killstorm, where you can find his videos. You said actually you have another video coming out too. So just what were you getting into at the conclusion of the last segment? And then I got a question I want to ask you. But pick it back up where you left off and what's coming up in the next video.
Absolutely. So basically, on what I was getting at was it was about how, notice how when there's a large crowd of people in these events, a lot of times they're super vocal about their hatred for people like me or you. But when we're the ones that actually end up being victims of hate crimes and assault, they're just silent like crickets, and they just watch the whole thing unfold and they're silent. And it's just like, seriously, you're going to call me out for wearing a hat, for God's sakes, but you're not going to call out actual assault? I thought you people were supposed to be against this type of stuff. What happened? It's like, what is going on here? And it just proves further and further that they just have no self-awareness at all, man, at all.
Well,
No
and it sucks too because I mean, I'm not calling for this to happen and I don't think it will come to this. I'm just using an example. Let's say that I went out and I grabbed a female by the crotch, like the female grabbed me at the Women's March. Again, I'm not saying I'm going to do that. I'm not encouraging people to do that. But if I did do that and I got charged with sexual assault, as I should be, probably be worse. I probably got my ass kicked on the site. Again, that's fine. I deserve it. The point is, it would be national news. Trump supporter sexually assaults, female in the streets. But when they do it to a Trump supporter or when they spit on a Trump supporter, when they punch a Trump supporter, they don't even cover it. It's like it doesn't even exist. They'll even say, you can even say that. I bet you've experienced it too. You can even ask these Trump protesters or whatever form they take, what do you say about the violence against Trump supporters? They'll say, there is no violence.
Either that or it's justified.
Well, and that's what they
one of those
really
two
mean.
things.
That's what they really believe.
Right, basically synonymous, exactly. And that's the funniest thing to me, man. Like I said, it just hit me. I was like, wait a minute. The drag queen story hour, when that woman bit my microphone, same exact thing. I saw a woman, because I overanalyze these because they're my clips. So I look at the playbacks, I try to slow it down to see who the surroundings are, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is a recurring theme. These people don't care. It's like, and it's so funny because aren't the leftists the one that promote the ideology that to permit is to promote, being silent is to promote that type of behavior? Well, why aren't you using that same logic when it's happening to us? I mean,
oh,
listen,
they cheered it on. I bet they cheered it on. That you got spat on, they were probably like, good, yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And that's the craziest thing to me, man. It's like, and listen, I don't need anybody to fight my battles for me. But, hey, a simple like, hey, listen, we can disagree, but don't spit on that person. If I saw somebody even that was on my side spitting on someone that I didn't like, I'm going to go up to that person and say, whoa, dude, calm down. Again, we can disagree, but don't do that, okay? That's illegal. That's literally assault and battery here in the state of Florida. Just pure lunacy, man. Also, to touch up on the video. So when I say I have another video coming out, I am actually referring to the video of me at the event. I'm actually going to be editing it once I get out of here. And I'm going to be uploading that probably sometime today or tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. I highly recommend, as once again, that all your viewers and listeners check out my YouTube channel. That's Ultimate Killstorm, all one word, Ultimate Killstorm. Please subscribe, like the content. There's going to be a lot more content coming in the future, and it's kind of funny because earlier you said, you're going to get assaulted again because, we're going to be wearing our Trump merch. We're going to be at these events, and it's bound to happen, man. It's inevitable. But you know what? They are the ones that help people like us. At the end of the day, it just shows how unjust and silly their cause really is, if you can even call it that.
No, I absolutely love it. I encourage people to go to Ultimate Killstorm's YouTube channel as well. Get him 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 subscribers. Get him up there because we need more people just independent out there on YouTube putting out this content, because we know they're censoring InfoWars. We know they're censoring other people that have content like this. And so we need other independent creators like Joel Brown to get popular, to build up followers on YouTube so that his videos can go viral. That's why I always love having people on who get these videos or get assaulted out there, because most of the time they have a YouTube channel, and unless people promote it, because the mainstream media is not going to promote it. That's the thing. There's only a select few in the Trump support category that the mainstream media is going to give any credence to at all. Joel Brown, obviously not one of those. He comes on InfoWars, so he's a thought criminal. He's probably disliked by the Chinese government. So go check it out at Ultimate Killstorm. He's going to put out a new video after this. Joel, do you agree, though, with what I was saying earlier? It's time for us to start approaching these things and for law enforcement to start treating these things as hate crimes. To me, that's a hate crime. That lady engaged in a hate crime against you. She doesn't like your politics. She didn't like your hat. And so she assaulted you because she hated you. That's a hate crime by definition.
Absolutely. And, I'm so glad you asked me that, because I was trying to contemplate how I would go about saying this earlier. And you kind of hit the nail on the head. We need to start taking action, okay? Here's the thing. As much as I want to say, listen, police, do your jobs, put down the donuts, get off your asses, start doing stuff, start arresting these criminals, do something. As much as I want to hate on them for that, don't get me wrong, I respect law enforcement, okay? Let's not get it twisted. But, however, I just wish that there could be more done, You show them the evidence, you show them the footage, you know what they tell you? Oh, well, we can't deal with that. You have to take it with the detective, with our higher-ups, file a report. And it's like,
is that what happened to you?
Long, I didn't do it, but I've seen it happen. And
yeah, because I was going to say, that happened to me in New York, and it was the same thing. Showed him the footage. My camera guy even kept the spit on his hand as evidence, and they still did nothing. The guy was 20 yards from us. They still did nothing.
Exactly right, and that's a huge problem, man. And it's like they have a predisposed opinion on what they're going to do. It's like they pick and choose their battles, basically. However, I guarantee if I was the aggressor, oh my God, the police would have been screaming for the cops to come put me in.
Oh, it'd be national news. Trump supporter spits on gay person.
Of course, and exactly right, and then that would be considered a hate crime. As it should
you'd be a homophobe. You'd be a homophobic, racist bigot overnight.
Exactly. And it's just, this is so great, though. This is such a fantastic time we're living in, man, because, obviously things can be better. The cops could do their jobs, for example. But this is such a fantastic time to be living in. I'm so glad Trump won in 2016, dude, because if it wasn't for Trump, seriously, we wouldn't be able to see these psychos in action. Seriously. And I'm just so honored and blessed to be in this timeline right now, man. It's awesome.
Well, they've definitely taken the masks off. There's no doubt about that, and it's probably going to get worse. Are you going to continue to do your videos over on your YouTube channel?
Oh, absolutely. 100%, man. I still keep up with the InfoWars stuff. And like you kind of said something very interesting earlier about how mainstream media won't pick this up. That's so true. And that's why I'm always happy to be part of the InfoWars crew, because you guys actually give the little guy a voice. You guys actually give the little guy a chance, a platform to speak on. And that's just so awesome. And the way you guys are encouraging independent media to really flourish, that's so amazing, man. But yeah, content is definitely coming. It's been a little hectic lately, been going through some stuff right now in the personal life, but the videos are definitely coming. There's more events going on this year and next year that I want to attend. So there's definitely going to be more content, and I'm definitely going to be getting in people's faces. So yeah, absolutely.
There he is. He's out there in Orlando. Joel Brown, at the letter U Killstorm on Twitter, Ultimate Killstorm.